so today I'm going to be doing a first impression on the newly launched Lakme 925 Weightless Mousse Foundation. As you can see, it's still in its seal, so I haven't still used it, and this is going to be a first impressions. And I am in the shade 02 Beige Vanilla or Vanilla, however you like to pronounce it. And this retails for 575 rupees for 29 gram of product, and this is the packaging. I'll open up the plastic thingy now. So this foundation comes in this really shiny rose gold box, which I like. What it says at the back is this formula feels soft and incredibly weightless and provides the desired coverage for daily use. It blends effortlessly onto skin to conceal imperfections with a matte finish that stays throughout the day. A foundation so lightweight you may forget that you're wearing any foundation at all, suitable for all skin types. So I have really high hopes with this because I love Absolute Mousse by Lakme as well. And this is a mousse foundation which is very unique. So once you open it up, this is the packaging. Hopefully you can see it. It comes in again a rose gold tube and a rose gold cap, and it says the same thing at the back. It smells like a lotion, like Lakme lotion smell like. Hopefully this shade will be a good match for me. There are just 4 shades that are available in this range, which is really sad because even the darkest shade is not extremely dark. So this is what the shade looks like on the back of my hand. Ooh, this is really smooth. The texture is pretty lovely. The texture is very nice. And also this is just my moisturized face. I don't have any primer underneath or anything. But the texture is really lovely. It is like a mousse. Now I'll show you. Wait, let me just zoom you in and I'll show you more closely. So as you can see, this is the texture right here. It seems solid, but once you put your fingers in it, it is so creamy, so blendable. It just becomes a mousse and it just literally disappears into your skin. I did not try out this foundation at the counter because they did not have testers. I just went with the name. The first shade was Rose Ivory, so I thought it would have a pinkish undertone, but now that I'm applying this foundation, I do feel I could have gone with that as well. So you saw my spots right there. Let's see how well it can cover spots. Not bad. It works pretty well with fingers as well. I love the texture. It just transformed into like actually nothing. The texture is amazing, like lovely. The coverage is pretty medium. You can layer it up. I am trying to layer it up right here to have a bit of an extra coverage, and I will cover my eye as well. As you can see, I've done one. So I'm just going to show you. I'm layering things up here just for a bit of extra coverage. So you can definitely layer this up. It won't look funny, which is a good thing because sometimes when you use mousse, layering it up makes things look patchy and blotchy. But as you can see, it just disappeared onto my hand as well, like the little product that I had on my hand, and even on my skin it feels really soft. I'm not going to set it with the compact, and I will have regular check-ins with you guys. So right now it is 3:15, so I will see you in about 2 hours next because I wanted to include that sort of a thing in my first impressions. A lot of you wanted to see how the product looked after 2 hours. So as you can see, I've gone ahead and I've done my makeup. I haven't set this foundation with the compact because I wanted to see how this fares without a compact. 1 hour is already up. It's 4:25 if you can see, hopefully. So I wanted to do a sort of a test. Now what I face majorly with foundations is that once I put them on, even if I put up on a compact, and as soon as I talk on my phone, all the foundation is on my screen, and that is annoying as hell. So I'm gonna see how much it transfers because I know every foundation does transfer. I'm just gonna test how much. So yes, I'm just gonna keep it on my face like I'm talking on the phone. I'm gonna just press it a little harder just for the test. So yes, it doesn't come off that much. If you can see, it's just slightly here in this area, and it's not much on the phone, which is a good thing because I don't like my foundation being on my phone as well as just going away from the face. So yes, till now this hasn't creased under my eyes or on my smile lines or anywhere. The texture still feels pretty lovely. So yes, we'll check in with you 2 hours after this. So 6:30ish. I'll see you guys at 6:30 now. So I'm a little late on the update. It's 7 p.m. if you can see. So it's been about 4 hours since I have this foundation on. It still looks pretty fresh to me. The only thing that is there that it has sort of settled into fine lines under my eyes, but that's perfectly fine because I did not set it with any sort of a compact, and it's still just teeny meeny in those lines. It's not like I have horrible under eye lines, nothing of those sorts. And then my foundation is pretty much matte, although I did like have an intensive sort of an outing, so it was sort of sweaty, yes, but the fact that I do not sweat on my face is also another thing that needs to be taken into consideration. So it looks pretty much fresh, although this foundation doesn't give you any sort of a glow. It's not even supposed to give you a glow because it is a matte foundation, which it pretty much is still matte, which I really like. Another thing that I do feel is that for 575 rupees the packaging could have been a little better. It is just a plastic squeezy tube pack. Maybelline launched Fit Me, and that retails for 525 rupees, and it's a glass bottle, which is very classy to look at. So they could have done something similar on the same lines as well. But given the fact that the texture is so lovely, so woof into your skin, I would forgive them for the packaging. But it's still pretty travel friendly, easy to carry in your bag or something. It's really lightweight. It's not like it's extremely heavy or something. So yeah, that is what the packaging is about. Now talking more about this foundation as a foundation, I feel that if you have really dry skin or you have dry patches, you need to heavily moisturize your face before using this foundation, because I do think that it does tend to stick onto dry patches a little bit, not a lot but a little bit, because I have a little bit of dryness on my nose right now and it did sort of flake it up there. So I do believe if you have extremely dry skin, either skip out on this foundation or moisturize your face extremely well before using this foundation. This foundation would be lovely for people from normal to oily skin type, as it's matte but it's not drying out. It still hydrates your skin and it makes it look really nice and very natural. It doesn't even feel like I have something on my face, which is the best feeling. After a long time, Lakme, thank you so much. I've been waiting for that one Lakme blockbuster product, and because this was a mousse and I've already used Lakme Absolute Mousse, I did have high expectations from this. I know people would ask me this, that which mousse to go for, Absolute or 9 to 5. Now the thing is, 9 to 5 is more coverage than Absolute and it is more hygienic than Absolute. Hygienic comes in a pot sort of packaging, so you have to dip your fingers in it. This is just squeezy tube, you take it out, you apply it. So yes, those are the two things to keep in mind. And the only down part though about 9 to 5 is, like, apart from the fact that it can sort of like patch up on dry skin, is the fact that it comes only in 4 shades. This is the number 02. I did feel it was a little dark for me, like a more yellow for me when I was applying it, but then it just like whoop into my skin and now I feel like, yay, this looks pretty darn good. So yeah, it comes in rose ivory, I guess is the first shade. Mine is beige vanilla. Then the third shade is beige caramel. I'm not too sure about the fourth shade, but that is it. Like, there are just 4 shades. I feel that is really wrong. They should include more shades in this range because everyone deserves a good foundation. I think there are more shades in the Absolute range if you want to try out a mousse from Lakme. The fragrance is different, which is good, and I think that is it. I guess that is pretty much it for my first review. This foundation stays on your face for 4 hours, after which it does need a little bit of retouching and something of that sort. You can, however, set it with a compact under your eyes and on your smile lines to make sure the longevity of this product is increased. And other than that, I feel it's absolutely lovely. The texture is to die for. I would not recommend this for dry skin people though. And other than that, I think I've covered all my points in the review, which you would have seen. So I'm not gonna repeat them because then this video is gonna be long and I don't want that to happen. I am doing that by talking. So yes, I'm gonna cut it out here. So I hope you guys enjoyed this first review and it was helpful for you. Then do not forget to comment and subscribe to this channel. It would mean a lot to me. Also, do not forget to check out all of my social media, which would be linked in the bottom bar as usual for you guys. And I will see you guys day after tomorrow. Till then, take care. Bye.